All right, so let us begin by doing a little brushing, our Meridian brushing exercises. Let's do two different types today. We're going to do our normal strokes, but then we're also going to do a hovering type brushing across the body. Again, what we're doing here is encouraging the proper flow of energy through the meridian pathways. They usually flow in a certain direction, up and down and through the body. So you're kind of just soothing and smoothing out the pathways and kind of making sure the energy kind of flows freely and smoothly in this direction, whatever direction that is, for those particular pathways. So again, feet about hip width apart. Sitting, relaxing the back of the knees, draining and rooting gently into the centers of the balls of the feet. Exhale your breastbone down into a relaxed abdominal cavity. A nice deep softening into the lower part of the belly as well, below the belly button and all the way down into the pelvic floor. Pelvis is gently relaxed underneath. So lengthening and allowing that lumbar to soften without forcing the tailbone down. It's a very relaxed and kind of an effortless settling of that pelvic bowl into the knees, into the floor. Try to relax the breath down as far down as you can comfortably. Keep the shoulders heavy, the collarbones heavy, and the shoulder blades heavy. Right on top of the hips. The neck is always gently rising, elevating through the crown and away from the top of the shoulders. You want to feel this heaviness from here on down, but a lightness from here on up. Feeling suspended from the crown. So rising energy, settling and sinking energy with your breath in your center. Soften your face. Kind of feel the weight of the lower jaw as well, kind of settling into your body and down into the floor as well. Softening way back in the TMJ area and those molars back there where there's a lot of tension and from the grinding and the chewing. Soften into the cheeks and cheekbones. Feel the corners of the mouth and allow them to soften as well. And into the upper lip. Softening the corners of the nostrils. And try to become aware of all the tension that we're constantly holding on to in a very unconscious way. Not even aware of what's happening, how much energy we're using up just by keeping things tight and tense. So let it all go. Take a moment and relax your forehead. And in particular, allow the eyebrows to settle for a few moments. Just feel how much work they're actually doing all the time, always being a little bit elevated. So relax your eyelids, Relax the eyebrows. And feel the softening of the face. Tip of the tongue very lightly placed above the the upper gum line, a little bit up, right up there at the ridge above the gum line. Like you're saying the word la, la. That's where it's going to go, right up in that little spot. But the root of the tongue, the base of the tongue, is also relaxed. Soften into the fingertips. So you can start to feel the blood flowing in there and the heartbeat in your fingertips. Just trying to find a place where you can experience the present moment in your body without tension, without effort, without strain. Just really being at rest in a standing position between heaven and earth. Connected to heaven through the crown and rooting about 2 or 3 feet below you into the earth. Just standing quietly and at rest. And let's very gently start with the brushing. So slowly, gently, mindfully, bring your hand up in front of you and use the other hand to go from the shoulder down towards the fingertips and kind of guide the energy out, all 5 fingertips, turning the hand over and coming back in, all 5 fingertips going back behind the elbow, shoulder, and the back of the neck. And down the other side, from the shoulder, down the inside of the arm, out all 5 fingertips, back in all 5 fingertips, and behind the elbow, shoulder, and the other side of the neck. From the kidneys, going down the back of the legs, shins, calves, out the pinky toe and big into the big toe and back up the inside of the shin and thigh and groin and up the side channels here and stopping right where the ribs begin. So you don't want to go up in the chest cavity. Just stop right here and close this first pass. And again, out the fingertips, back in the fingertips, and again, guiding the energy, like I said a moment ago, in the direction that it's supposed to go. Nurturing the body, being kind to your body. And again, right here at the top of the abdomen and coming out of it. And again, down and back up. Move slowly, take your time. Wrap your entire hand around your limbs. Not just the fingers here, but wrap your whole hand all the way around so that you're accessing as much body surface as you can with every pass. This is actually quite good also to strengthen both the physical immune system and the energetic immune system. It fills gaps in your energy field. Very powerful work, very miraculous work if you actually do this on a regular basis. Very healing, because if you balance out the 5 elements as much as you can using this process, that is the definition of health. Imbalance in the 5 elements is the opposite, not so healthy. One more like this. And we're only doing a few here today, but a good amount of time to do this is 10 minutes, preferably daily. But again, if not done daily, whenever you can is also good, because it's better than not doing it at all. Okay, so I was going to do the same thing a few times here without actually touching the body. So kind of feeling the connection between your guiding hand and the body surface. So taking a moment here, and remember, you're not really that close. You want to stay about 3 inches away here and not get too close. This is too close. Too close. Not touching, but too close. You're disturbing the Wei Qi here, the layer that's right over the body. So we want to kind of stay above that a little bit. So again, connecting with your shoulder here for a moment, this lung 1 point in particular, right inside the shoulder socket here, and right between the shoulder and the rib cage. Okay, right in this point, lung 1. So connecting to lung 1 with the center of the palm, the La Gong point, pericardium 8 in acupuncture. And again, very slowly, once you have that connection, kind of continue down towards the fingertips like we just did a moment ago, and trying to maintain that connection as best as you can. Coming over the top, and again, staying high above, or high enough above your body surface. Same thing here, not too close into the side of the neck, and the other side. Again, holding for a few moments, getting that other hand a little bit more sensitized, and coming down. There's much more yin aspect, much softer, much more subtle way to do the same thing we were just doing a moment ago with the actual brushing. This takes a lot of practice to actually start to feel the connection. So from here, we're not going to go down towards the floor. We're just going to kind of hover above the kidneys, connect to the kidneys, and then go down the body. And imagine that you're brushing the back of the thighs, back of the knees and the calves, and then going around the feet and into the big toe and up the inside of the ankles, pulling gently, and up the inside of the shin and thigh, and through the groin, and up through those side channels again, with fingertips kind of gently pulling and then coming out. And let's do that again. Starting at the shoulder, mindfully, and using that sensitivity, brushing up and down, hovering above the skin this time, above the body. But again, trying to achieve the same goal here as before. Just the difference is really that you're using the outside of the body to influence the inside of the body, as opposed to actually touching the body that we did earlier to influence the body. So from the kidneys down, all the way to the heels, around the pinky and through around the big toe, and then pulling up slowly. Again, take your time and feel and visualize this pulling and brushing and out. One last time here without any discussion from me. So stay quiet and just go through the process. And just standing here for a few moments after you've finished your little sequence. Just feeling, scanning, enjoying the moment. Good. Be together. Let's do a harmonizing breath. Nice long breath in. Give yourself a nice chi shower, pulling energy from heaven and down, all the way around, front and back, side of the body and through the body. All the way down. One more. Exhale down. Heavy shoulders, heavy chest, head rising as the fingers settle at the end of the exercise. Palms facing back a little bit here and just kind of find this Wu Chi posture. Good. So this takes practice. You know, this sensitivity training. Rubbing your hands together helps to get that sensitivity. Maybe you want to start with just touching palm to palm, getting that feeling first, forearms to forearms. Again, kind of working your way towards that more complex process of brushing. All right, very good.